So in this video, there's already install videos on this. And the last time I shouted out where I got the product from and did the video, they tried to strike my channel. So I will not be dropping any names of where I got it from. If you want to know, just check out the link in the description. Pretty popular company, but they will strike your channel if you try to do a walkthrough on how to install their product on your bike. You know what? In this video, I'm gonna change a couple of things because I really want the black and red theme. It's taking me a while to get there. If you guys have snake eyes, you'll kind of see that I've taken off the bar ends and I put on some lever guards, which I think is bringing a little bit of aesthetic to the bike. But I do want to cover up. Oh snap! You see that gold in there? You see that gold in there? Oh snap! Let me get a little bit closer so you can get a little bit of that gold in there, that gold action. I want to see if I can cover up the Ninja with some slip resistant black tape. And I want to take off the Kawasaki on the bottom. I think I'm going to do that today or in this video. All right, whatever, let's get to the point. All right, so this video, what we're going to be talking about today is how to change out your turn signals. These O.E.M turn signals, man, they're massive. They stick out a great deal, and they don't seem to blend with the bike as much. Plus the bike is black. I kind of want it all to blend. So I'm gonna take this off, hopefully without completely removing the fairings, which is a goal of mine. So I think the easiest way to do this is to pop. So let me take this off. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a flathead screwdriver, one of my skinny precision flathead screwdrivers, to pop that out. Man, it's not even coming up at all. Let me see if I can get a zoom in on this one. See it? So we're gonna pop that guy out, and then we're gonna pop the one at the bottom out, and then we should be able to get access to the bottom or the inside of this plastic. And then once I have access to the inside of the plastic, I should have access to the actual screws that holds this in place. I'm gonna use a stub screwdriver to pop that thing out. My recommendation is to take off both sides. I had to put the bike back on the ground just because some of them was pretty tough to get to while it was on the stand. But now that I got it off on the ground, I'm gonna take off the ones on both sides to see if I can take off just this bottom part to get access to both turn signals. So let me try to see if I can pop those out real quick. But in total, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if there's 5, okay, 6, 7, 8, and that's it. So 8 in total. All right, so once you get that part, both clips out, the easiest way to take this off is to disconnect the middle portion first, and then just slide one side all the way to the end and the other side all the way to the other. And then this whole piece should come right out. So basically you just pull down from the front part of the bike, get this past the front, and you just slide the whole thing out. Let me disconnect this clip really quick. Right here, that's holding the headlight. Come on. Okay, don't forget to put that back. All right, so now that we got both sides out of the bike, if you look, you just follow this into this shroud, and that's where the connector for the turn signal is. And you're gonna get 1 screw, 2, and then 3. You don't have to take no fairings off. Same thing for the other side. But let me just take a look inside of here. I just want to see what the turn signal looks like. Oh, I heard this is for the if you want to put like a USB charger on the bike, this is what you connect to. This is the accessory. I don't know if it's true or not. I saw it on a bike at one of the hangouts, and I asked the guy, like, what are these wires? And he was like, oh, it's for the USB. But he seemed like he wasn't sure too. All right, so I'm gonna pop this off real quick. All right, so I got my rusty old shorty screwdriver. Take off this top screw first. Reuse your O.E.M screws because you're gonna need them. All right, there's the first screw. Come on down to the go. And the last screw is at the very top. I'm trying to record and show you guys. It's like right there. Once you take this screw out, the whole thing should just come right out of the bike. And boom, just like that. Retain this bracket if you wish. Some people say it's a weight reduction, whatever. I'm gonna use the bracket. I'm gonna keep it on the bike. I just gotta pop this clip off. Guys, you was gonna let me struggle and not tell me to just pull the wire through. You don't have to open nothing. Retain your bracket. And then the O.E.M headlight is out. Now, one more thing. I do have the flasher relay on this bike already. Thank goodness. So I don't have to purchase the flasher relay for this bike. It's already on here. Real soon I'm gonna do a review on everything that I put on the bike so far, because I got a feeling you guys are gonna have questions. And I've had some people email me like, what did you do about this? What did you do about that? So I'll answer a review question once I hit 10,000 miles, which is really soon. But yo, what do you guys think of the hole? Nah, I mean, you can see straight through the radiator. But if I had that covered, hold up, which side is it? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Let me see. I want to see something. If I put the cover here without a turn signal, what would it look like? Guys, what do you think? You always know how much radiator fluid you have. But man, can you imagine doing like a buck 15, buck 25, and a little pebble goes through and hit that, and it goes through your motor? That's a bad day. All right, let me keep on rocking. All right, so the parts that I ordered, you probably can already tell where it came from. Let me turn the bike on with the O.E.M so you can see if the lights turn on at night. But yeah, and then this is what they look like. Let me compare it to the O.E.M. This is a comparison of the two. Obviously, this one draws a little bit more power than this one, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But if you flip them both over, this is a halogen bulb. Like this is a halogen bulb, and then this is LEDs. And it's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 halogen bulbs. I mean LED bulbs, lights. The ones at the corner do not light up at all. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that don't light up. So I think that's going to be more than enough light to see where you're going. The O.E.M is also 2 wires like the THETST. These do not turn on during it. Like when you power on the bike, they do not turn on. They only turn on when you hit the turn signal or the hazards. When you're racing, boys. Okay, so let's put this on the bike, man. Let's see what it looks like. All right, YouTube. I had to take this off my bike at least 5 times just to figure out what am I doing wrong here. All right, so the easiest way to understand how to put this on your bike, it has to be like this, right? And then when you run your wires, as long as this wire clips on like that, you're pretty much good. This one feeds through like this. One hand life, boy, I tell you. Like that. This is how it has to go on the bike, because this is gonna hold that bottom fairing in place. This one. And yeah, and then these screws all go in place. So basically the screws are gonna hold these 3 onto the bike, and then the fairing is gonna, that plastic clip is gonna go through this and hold the fairing in place. I had to do this 5 times and I finally got it. So hopefully this part helps you out, so you don't have to keep like trying to figure out how I did and then almost get frustrated and take a break. All right, now that I have it mounted, one thing that I would recommend you pay attention to as you're mounting this to your bike is that this lip part sticks out all the way around. Again, 2 times. Now, by the way, I'm doing this without even looking at the YouTube install video that they have on their page. I'm trying to do this like on my own because it doesn't come with instructions. So if you, like I said, if you want to look at their webpage and then you kind of have an idea, or their YouTube page, you'll have an idea on how to install it. But so far, this lip part has to stick out, so it shows a little bit more. This is dummy proof. It only goes in one way. Listen for the click. Once you have that click, grab your keys, test the lights. If it works, then you can continue on with the other side. All right, so as you can see, the one on the right side is flashing, just like the one on the left side is flashing. So let me continue with the install. I'm gonna do the other side. Same thing you do to one side, you do to the other. And I can already see a difference. You know, another thing too that I didn't realize before, the LEDs actually shine through some of the ones that don't light. So it looks like the entire thing is lighting up. But if you look close, these ones at the bottom back don't light up. I'm assuming if the bike is moving, you wouldn't be able to tell that these don't light up, which is pretty cool. All right, I'll officially have both of them installed just to verify that they both work, and they do. You know, the one thing I noticed about these turn signals is it's daytime and I can see the light on the ground. I can't wait to see what they look like at bike night tonight. But yeah, so if you want to have an idea what they look like on your bike, this is what they look like. They look pretty cool. They don't look that bad. I really like how they keep the bike looking black, especially from the side. So yeah. Plus, I think in this video, I do want to take these stickers off. So let me see if I can take one off without damaging it too much. Nah, it's gonna get damaged. What? You know what? This really looks nice. I need to do a review on this. Wow, man, what a difference. All right, let me put those cows back, and then